Hey everybody. Hey. I'm gonna come on really quickly. I wanted to just really drop these nuggets on you and drop this into your heart before we go into 2018. We've been talking about a lot of things in the last month about faith, and then also in the last week we talked about the fact that you can customize your life, and that it's pruning season. And my church knows, hey. The Impact Center knows we have been talking about the fact that it is pruning season. It is time to let go of some people, places, and things moving into your future. But today I don't want to talk about goals. What I wanted to talk about is execution, and this is going to be really short, but I want you to share it. I want you to re-listen to this and take as many nuggets from this as you can. I want to talk about execution. You know, so many yes, Impact Center, yes, Impact Center all day, y'all. We want to talk about execution and the fact that every year we always talk about what are your resolutions, what are your goals. I don't want to talk about goals this time because so many of us have already set so many goals for our lives and we still have not obtained them. We still have not seen them come to fruition. So today what I want to talk about is execution. And you have to have the confidence to understand and know that you have a right to customize your life. You have a right to say what you do. Okay. That's number one. And if you have a pen and paper, go back into this video, watch it and write these things down. Okay. You have a right to customize your life. You have a right to say what you do, who you do it with. Yes, it's pruning season, honey. Yes. Who you do it with and who's involved in the evolution of you. Okay. If you're living life to its fullest and living life the way that God intended for you to live, you will constantly, and listen to me clearly, you will constantly be changing and evolving. Okay. And as you evolve, you shed the old and useless things in your life. You'll shed those old habits. You'll shed those old thoughts. And this is where we come to not making any more resolutions, okay? Because you've already set goals. I guarantee you, some of you have books and papers full of goals that you've never even done, never even gotten to. So now is the time where you take those papers back out. Look at the things that are useful for where you're going and begin to start to execute them one by one. This is the year for execution. It's not the year for setting goals. We were supposed to be setting goals the last 2-3 years, and we should have those. Now it's time for us to execute them. And again, you have to understand that it is okay for you to determine what it is that you do in this year, who that you do it with. Okay, and who is involved in your evolution process? Who will walk with you? It may not be many. You may have 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people now. By the time you get through with your list and understanding that some of these people are no longer useful for where you're going, doesn't mean that they are not educated, doesn't mean that they are not smart, doesn't mean that they don't have skills, but they may not be useful for where you're going any longer. Some of us have held on to relationships, have held on to friendships for far too long. Some of us have been, absorbing so many people's ideas and opinions for our lives for so many years. And we have not allowed ourselves to really evolve into what God has intended for us to be. Some of us should have been entrepreneurs and business owners by now. Some of you should have been further along in your skill set by now. But a lot of times we have allowed people that have walked with us to dictate when we get there, how we get there, what we do in order to get there, because we are afraid to actually hurt people's feelings and emotions. But let me tell you something. Let me explain something to you. Those that are really truly with you will understand when you have to walk away in order to complete your goals in life. I may leave you right here, right now, so that I can go on and go forward to do what I need to do. But trust and believe, we can pick it back up when I have reached my goals. What people may be doing in your life and causing you and asking you to do right now may not be conducive for you actually getting to what it is that you need to get to. So again, you have a right to customize your life this year. You have a right to say what you do, who you do it with, and who is allowed to walk with you along this journey. There are so many things that we have not accomplished, again, because we have allowed people to stop us. We have allowed our thoughts to stop us. But if we are living the life that God intended for us to live, it is time for us to change our thoughts, okay? Before you embark on this new year, become different before you enter the new year. Don't say that I'm going to become different. Start to become different now. Fix your thoughts. Fix the words that you say. Start to really implement what the preachers and motivational speakers have really been telling you all of these years about speaking into your life and speaking things into existence and making out those lists, making out those plans, okay? Everyone is not on board with the changes you have to make for your future. Please understand that too. Everyone will not be on board with the changes you have to make for your future. So you might want to brace yourself now, okay, with people being disappointed that you cannot do certain things with them any longer because it's not helping you get to your goals. People may not understand you have to work a little harder. People may not understand that this weekend I can't go with you here, there, any other place. Maybe this weekend I can't go to that function because actually that function is not going to help me get to where I have to go. It was nice last year when I participated, and it may have been good the last 3 years I participated. But if you are a purpose-driven individual, then you will understand that your purpose will never be realized if you continue to go through these monotonous cycles with people who are not goal driven and who are not purpose driven. They will not understand the late nights you have to stay up. They will not understand the weekends that you have to stay away so that you can be in the studio, or for my entrepreneurs, those customer orders that you have to fill, whatever it may be. People will not be comfortable with the changes you have to make for your future. We have set many goals. We've set many goals, saying we're going to do this and saying we're going to do that. But many of us have been making these goals year after year after year after year. And if some of us will really truly be honest with ourselves, we've been doing it for so long that we've forgotten what goals we're trying to reach. Okay? And we've been sidetracked by destiny deterrents. And this is what I call them, or destiny distractions, or people that are designed to distract you from your destiny. Every time you go to say, you know what, I got to take that class. It's like, oh, well, why? And these are people who may have the greatest intention. They may love your company, but you are a distraction to where I have to go. I love you, honey. I love you so much. But if I don't go, then it will not get done. Do we understand? Right? You following me? I'm going to keep going quickly. It's time that you execute and customize your life this year. Map out the entire year of what you are going to do and what you are going to get done, when you're going to get it done, what avenues you need to take in order to get there, what conferences you need to go to. Don't do anything this year that is not aligned with your purpose in life. And if you don't know what your purpose is, then you need to sit before this year comes in and determine what that is, and don't do anything outside of your purpose within this next year. Every word that is preached over your pulpits, every word that you hear from a motivational speaker, take it and apply it to your purpose. Okay, for this next year. That's what you need to be doing. Be okay with people not being comfortable with the changes that you have to make in order for you to truly succeed. And then again, I told you guys, if you have pen and paper, write these things down, come back to this video, share the video, because this is the year that you customize your life. This is the year that if you really truly get disciplined, right, and understand that I am not doing anything outside of my purpose. My 9-to-5 job is only there to feed me, unless your 9-to-5 job is in alignment with your purpose. My 9-to-5 job is there to feed me so that I can obtain my purpose. Okay? That's what it's there for many of us. Don't be angry. Don't be mad. Be happy to go to work every day, because this is a means to an end for a lot of us. Okay? So it's okay. Get up every day for the next year and know what it is that you're doing that day to meet your purpose and to fulfill your destiny. For so many years, we've lived according to what people have desired for us and have designed for us. Now, what is it that you're going to do in order to really fulfill your purpose in life and to really meet your destiny head on? Okay? It's time that you execute. You spend enough time absorbing people's ideas and agendas for your life. Now I ask, what did God say? What did God say? What did he create you for? What purpose did he create you for? And what is it that you want? What is it that you want? Because as our will is aligned with God's will, the desires that we have will be in alignment with his purpose for our lives. So what is it that you want to see your life becoming this year and being this year? We spent enough time contemplating, oh, well, maybe I want this, and maybe what do you want? 2018. This is for some people, you've made goals in 2000, in the year 2000, before we came into the new millennium, and you still have not accomplished it almost 18 years later. No more excuses. You can customize your life. Be okay and be unapologetic for the relationships that you may have to sever, for the connections that you may have to get rid of. Okay. Start making it happen. Some of us need to drop some dead habits. Some have to drop some useless connections. It is no longer useful to where you are going. We had a great run. I appreciate the connection that we have. Agree. We've pushed and promoted others for so long that we've neglected our own dreams and visions. Yes, pruning is absolutely necessary. And like I told the church on Sunday, pruning is inevitable if you want and desire growth. A tree can never truly reach its full potential, or plants can never reach its full potential without pruning. You have to prune your life, and you have to do it. Excuse me, guys. You have to do it consistently. It is something that is inevitable if you truly want and desire growth. If you are a person that has a purpose, pruning is necessary. Every relationship that we have had, or we may continue to hold on to, is not always conducive to where we are going. Please understand that. Every connection that we've made is not useful for where we're going. The platform that God has for us is greater than what we've ever seen, but we've held on to so many dead things for so long that we are complacent where we are. But there's something that lies on the inside of those that truly have a true purpose. Okay, that for those of us that understand that we have purpose, prune your hair. Exactly. Okay, for those of us that have purpose, which should be every single one of us, and those of you that understand and know that you have a purpose, there is a burning desire on the inside of you consistently and constantly to reach for something greater than where you are. Okay? You have a greater platform. Some of you have not even seen where you could possibly go because of the connections around you. Mediocre thinkers sitting there influencing your agenda, your plan. And the moment you open up your mouth and say, this is where I want to go, is the moment they say, really? For real? So you have to assess those relationships now. Assess every connection you have before you walk into 2018. Assess every single one of them and make sure that they are in alignment with your purpose. If they're not pushing you, promoting you, and nurturing what's on the inside of you, it is now time to make the disconnection, because this is the year where you will miss every door that is being opened for you if you are connected to mediocre people, and if you have habits and character flaws that keep you away from the platform that has been designed for you. Some of us need to shed off old flaws. All of our flaws, all of our issues. It's time for us to turn around and change some of those attitudes. Some of our thinking is keeping us from greater platforms for your ministry, for your business. It's keeping us away from it. Some of us are not teachable. We don't want to learn anything. Some of us need mentors. And we refuse to make the change and the switch that we need because we are so comfortable with those people that are around us, not realizing you are not meeting your full capabilities because of the people that are sitting around you. Some of you need to be in governmental positions, but some people around you don't want to have anything to do with it. So therefore, you no longer want to think on that level. Get around people that are like-minded and that are linking up with your purpose and your design. You were created for a reason. And if you are not meeting your full potential, you do a dishonor to what has been placed on the inside of you. You owe the world to bring up and out of you what God has placed on the inside of you, the thing that you were born with, the very thing that will influence people around you and change the lives of people around you. It's pruning season, okay? And the only thing that can come out from that is increase and growth and a vision realized. I want y'all to say that too. The thing that can come from me pruning my life is increase, growth, and a vision realized. What is it going to hurt you to disconnect? Except for a little bit of your feelings. What is it going to hurt you to do the cut? We have to have faith to make the cut, people. You've got to have faith to make the cuts. Some of you have been living in the same region for so long, and you know that that city is dried up. You know that that region is dried up. You know that that particular area and neighborhood is dried up, and it is no longer good to where you are going. It's no longer helping you. It's time to make the cuts. It's time to make the cuts. Start making it happen. Start making it happen. No more excuses. No more anything. Useless connections need to be severed. Okay. And even some covenants that we've made, some friendships that we've made covenant partnerships with, they're no longer beneficial to where you're going. They're no longer beneficial to where you're going. Some of us are being sucked dry to some of the covenants that we've made. Some covenants should have never been made in the first place. And now we are suffering the consequences. That's why our visions are not getting realized. That's why our dreams are not being realized, because it is time for us to truly make the cut. Whenever you prune a plant or a tree, it's quick. It's not slow. It's very quick. It's snip. You assess the area, you look and see what needs to be taken out, and you cut. That's what some of us need to do as of today. Before you walk over the threshold of 2018, is you need to assess some relationships, assess even some things on the inside of yourself that is keeping you. Procrastination for some of us is keeping us back from really reaching the plateau in our lives. And therefore, you need to learn now to do the cutting. Make it swift, make it quick, so that you can begin to have increase, you can begin to grow, and you can have your vision realized. Now is the time. Allow God to show you the vehicles that he wants to use in order to get you to where you got to go. Some of you can't even get into the new vehicle because you got too many passengers with you. Understand what I'm saying to you? Some of you can't even get moved into the new vehicle that God has for you because we have too many passengers with us. Too many people that are slowing down our progress. Too many people that are not even seeing the vision. And God has new people that will undergird the vision for you, that will undergird where it is that you're going, that will open up new doors, that have new connections. But we are dragging people and dragging dead weight along with us into new arenas, and the doors are shutting in our face. 2018 is the year that we must start to customize our lives. So you guys be empowered, encouraged, and enriched. Okay. And know that this is the year that you customize a life that you desire. Start having your visions realized. Start making those cuts. Start assessing those situations. Start assessing your attitude. Start assessing those people that have tried to partner with you. You don't have to take every partnership. That's for somebody that's listening. Every partnership does not have to be accepted. Every contract does not have to be signed, because everything is not conducive to where you're going. Everything is not in alignment with your purpose. Everything is not in alignment with your purpose. And you know what? Those people will be all right. Exactly, Miss Hicks. Exactly. If you have to kick them out your car, if you have to kick them out of the vehicle, they'll be all right. They will bounce back, honey. Trust and believe it. But I'm telling you right now, so some people have had people in their lives that were sent by the enemy to continue to stop your progress. To continue to stop your progress, to stop you from moving forward. We've made enemy alliances. Now keep that with you. Some of us have made enemy alliances, and we've kept them for years because they've been sitting in our midst under the guise of good covenant, of godly and divine covenant. And all they've done is come in to sabotage your purpose. to sabotage where it is that you're going. But let 2018 be the year that you cut it. Have faith to make the cut. And watch, when you have cut off the right things, all you see is exponential growth. And that's the word that I told my church to keep. Exponential growth when I make the cut. Exponential growth when I make the cut. The moment that you cut off the things that are no longer useful, the things that are no longer designed, okay, that are keeping away the things that God has for you and the blessings away from your life, the moment you make the cut, the moment exponential growth happens. How will you know whether or not you've made the right cut? You'll see growth, you'll see increase, and you'll see a vision realized. It's time for some of us to make the cut so that God can put us into new vehicles with new people and actually design new covenants for us to put you into new platforms with new people. It's okay to leave them people behind that want to sit in mediocre. It's okay to leave some of them people behind that want to sit and be lackadaisical. And some people you need to not communicate with anymore either, because they have no good intention for you and your future. And with that being said, again, this is the year for a vision realized, for increase and for growth. Faith to make the cut, people. You guys be empowered, encouraged, and enriched. Y'all already know who it is. God bless you.